Jeff, this arrangement, a similar arrangement, worked for the Chiefs when they had Mahomes and Alex Smith, right? How similar is it, though, to this? How similar is this situation to that one?
I don't think it's as similar in the sense of what they gave up to get Trey Lance, right? I mean, that was a big commitment for this football team. The issue is the way that Jimmy G has performed, right? When he has started, they've won 70% of the game. Now, I'm not giving all that credit to Jimmy G, but they have averaged 28 points of offense. So he's very capable. Taking him to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. So the productivity from a team perspective is there, so it gives you some comfort. You know everybody in the front office, and I love that Shanahan said this, which you know is a complete lie. I haven't given it any thought who my starting quarterback is going to be. Big lie. There's no way any head coach hasn't thought about who their starting quarterback is going to be. The great thing for them is they're in a perfect scenario because patience pays here. If they're patient, whether Trey Lance potentially doesn't play well or could get hurt, they have a guy, or teams get desperate and want to reach out for Jimmy G and then pay more than would be expected right now. I think it suits both scenarios, suit them well. I think they're just patient and it'll work out just fine.
Mike T, I think Jeff makes a really good point. Alex Smith was a capable guy, but they draft Mahomes. They don't have to trade everything in the world to get him. And Mahomes is so amazing, right? People are like, oh, my God. Right. Alex Smith, we'd like a little bit more. They've looked at Jimmy G and say, we'd like a little bit more. But they had to move mountains to get Trey Lance. And what Jeff just said is right. They're making deep runs with Jimmy G. What does this all mean for Kansas City? For San Francisco?
It means keep Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's not make this harder than it is. You have a really good quarterback on a really good team that in 2 of the last 3 years have either gone to the Super Bowl or the conference championship game. Both amazing accomplishments. Do nothing, San Francisco. Operate from a position of depth and strength. It's a 17-game season. You could trade Jimmy Garoppolo down the road, but he may be their best quarterback on a really, really good team. And what Kyle said in the interview bears repeating, which is, I've had quarterbacks post-shoulder surgery, Chad Pennington. It's a massive unknown. If the 3 of us were running a football team and we acquired a quarterback that was coming off of shoulder surgery, we would be slow, we would be cautious, and you don't know if he'd be ready for OTAs, minicamps, training camp. That is going to really sober the market in terms of what teams will give up for him. So that's why I think the fact that we're here is really not a surprise. And if I'm San Francisco, unless my socks are knocked off, I'm going to keep them.
So, Jeff, the reality is, though, they did move mountains to get Trey Lance. They were one throw away from winning the Super Bowl and moved mountains to get Trey Lance. How much pressure does that put on Shanahan to start the guy eventually, right? You can't wait forever.
Yeah, enormous pressure. And look, their mindset, Trey Lance is going to start, right? They're going to give him all the reps in OTAs. I mean, they're going to push him to be the guy. Even Jimmy G was saying goodbye after the season ended. It just, because of the shoulder surgery, it has postponed this thing. But I think it could play in their favor. Again, if Trey Lance doesn't play well or for some catastrophic type thing happens and they need a backup quarterback, they're sitting in the best seat in the house. And here's the other thing. Think about the NFC just from a macro perspective. This conference got weaker. A lot of players have moved to the AFC. When you think about the Rams, you think about Tampa Bay. You would have said Green Bay with Devontae Adams leaving. I would say San Fran is right in that mix. So if it's just the quarterback is not playing great, you have a guy who has taken you there in a conference that has gotten weaker. Again, be patient. There is no reason to hurry off this. It has worked out in your favor. You had to get Cap there, but I think it has worked out. Now just be patient.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.